Good evening, money magnets and master traders. Looks like we got the breakout of the inside candle setup. In my last video, I talked about the high from last Thursday, October 16th high. That was the mother candle. I wanted to see a breakout of 668.8. I wrote in my Discord here as well. If above 667, then the mother candle's high at 668.7 will be in play. Bulls must clear it to end the chop bullishly and put 670, 672, 674 back in play. Trust no rejection unless 667 or 665 fail as support. I let the group know later, a little bit later, 9:46 a.m. because we didn't really get a move. I wrote no official breakout yet, but I am watching the 667 level as support and the area is showing buying pressure. Watch the breakout of 668.8 to give us more upside. 670, 672 will be in place. Still no puts unless 667 buy zone can fail as support. You guys see on the 15-minute chart here, that's the candle. That's the first candle of the day, the 9:30 candle. We saw buying pressure from 667 and we cleared my 668.8-ish level. That was the mother candle's high. We also cleared my 670 level. After we smashed 670, cleared 668.8, smashed 670, and it cleared 670, and it managed to hit 672. Not the most volatile day we've ever had, but it was a very easy to trade type of day. Let's get to the daily chart. Can we get more upside? Can we get back to all-time pivot high, which is around 674-ish? As long as above 670 and 668.7, the mother candle's high from last Thursday, my answer is yes. Yes, we can go hit the previous all-time high as long as the breakout of those levels stay intact. 674 will be my target, and if 674 clears, Uncle does have Fibonacci extension levels because up above 674 will be uncharted territory, and the next fib extension level I have is at 678.92. I would round that to 679. Possible to go hit those levels as long as above 670 and 668.8. Now, we did have some resistance around that 672 level. The market makers were not let SPY pass for some reason intraday, but if we can clear it tomorrow, 672, tomorrow, 674 will definitely be a target. Above that, I have nothing until 679-ish. If we are to get bearish, remember, we need the false breakout setup. Not all false breakout setups lead to a top, but every top started with a false breakout setup. So we want to trade with the odds in our favor. Do not look to short unless 670, 668.8, and the buy zone of 667 fail as support. If those levels fail, then we could talk about being bearish. There is a gap all the way down around the 664-ish area, and it's very possible we go down lower, but we need the false breakout to signal to us on when to go short. That will be a breakdown of 670 and a breakdown of 668.8 and 667. Those levels fail, Uncle will lean bearish once again. But right now, as long as we're above it, SPY is in short-term breakout mode based on the inside candle setup, and we can get back to all-time highs. QQQ also broke out its inside candle setup bullishly. I had the mother candle's high at 608.3. QQQ cleared it today, and it went back to previous all-time pivot high. Incredible. Right now, the next resistance level is at 611.75, 613, and 614.2. Definitely possible to go hit those levels as long as QQQ stays in short-term breakout mode based on the inside candle setup, which means it must stay above 610 and 608.3 lowest. But if we are to get bearish, we wait for the false breakout setup, which would need QQQ to break down both 610 and 608.3. If that happens, that's your price action indicator to go short, to enter puts with 607, 606, 604, 602.8 or much lower in play. Do not go short unless we get the false breakout setup. Otherwise, staying above 608.3, QQQ has a shot to set new records. Tesla did get a bullish continuation from last week. Last Friday's high was today's low. It became today's buy zone. So overall, some bullish price action, and if there is bullish follow through tomorrow, I need to see 448 and 450 clear. If both those levels clear tomorrow, I'll be bullish. 453 plus would be incoming. I have the next fib level all the way up at 458. If we clear 448, that'll be another $10 move to the upside, and it's very possible. But if this fib level truly rejects, as usual, we need the false breakout setup. So what was the last critical setup that was clear? Well, I'm watching 441. That's the 50% fib level that I have. If we are to get bearish, I want to see 441 fail as support. If that level fails, we could drop all the way down to 434 and 425-ish area, possibly even lower. But I would not short unless 441 fails as support. Otherwise, more upside possible. Bulls just need to clear 448 and 450 to give us that other $10 pop. Here is NVDA. Didn't get much of a move. Did not clear it. It had its own inside candle setup. Didn't clear it. Didn't really go anywhere, but it did turn the 5 DMA into a support area, which I guess would be technically bullish. But for real bullish follow through, I still need to see 185 clear, 186.5, and of course 188. Unless that happens, I'm not favoring much of anything for NVDA. Overall looking choppy to me, but if it clears 185, I'd be bullish. To be bearish, well, I have a support at 183, but it needs to take down that 5 DMA level. So break back below 181.7, and of course the fib level at 180, uncle would turn bearish, at least down to the 177 level, and below 177 I would fully be bearish and favor gaps to the downside getting filled, and that would be a crazy move to the downside for NVDA. IWM didn't get a big of a move as I thought we'd get. I thought we'd get another big body candle, whether it was green or red. Didn't matter to me, but as you guys can see, it was a small one. It gapped up, cleared my 247 level. As long as above 247, stay bullish, guys. 250, 252, and 254-ish would be in play to the upside. I would not switch back to bearish unless both 247 and the 245 candle break down. Remember, we need the false breakout setup to go bearish or look to short. So far, the behavior is that it gapped up and cleared resistant level. So as long as above 247, the breakout stays intact and more upside will be possible. Speaking of upside, Apple is at new all-time highs. Congratulations to all the Apple buyers, the dip buyers for Apple. If you're holding longs, guys should be feeling really good about yourself right now. If there is more upside, 263 and 265 are the next levels to watch. If those levels clear, 266.8 and 268 plus will be my next target. I would not look to short unless, you guessed it, we get a false breakout setup. To get a false breakout setup, I need to see 261 and 259.2-ish fail as support. Below 259, I would be bearish because that would officially put Apple in false breakout mode. Put in 256, 253, or much lower back in play. And last but certainly not least, here is the VIX. Now, VIX has been selling off, pushing downwards, which is definitely helping the bulls for SPY. But look at here, the 20 daily moving average is aligning with my 18 level. 18 is a fib level, and it's a 20 daily moving average. Bulls must step up at 18. If we are to trust the bounce from 18, I need to see 19 and 20.3 clear as resistant. If 19 and 20.3 clear as resistant, uncle would be bullish on the VIX, which can be bearish on the SPY. But if we lose 18 tomorrow, we lose a fib level, and at the same time we lose the 20 daily moving average. That would be very bearish for the VIX, and a bearish VIX would be a bullish SPY. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys some dark pool levels from Cheddar Flow, but for the last 10-15 minutes I've been letting it load, and as you guys can see, it's not working. I'm just getting this blank page and it's just been loading. So I think Cheddar Flow is down right now, unfortunately, guys. But hopefully on the next video I'll be able to show you guys some dark pool levels. There you go. Timeout. I love y'all. Peace.